That's right, here we go with the prince himself. Or princess. And these beautiful bastards riding down, ready to ride. Here we got another one with Cristian, otherwise known as Rick Thanos, versus GabbaGhoul, otherwise known as Ghouls. Rockin' Azazel Slaanesh for Ghoul, Cristian with the High Elves. For those who don't know, Gabba is he's a real bastard. He will run you. He's pretty good. Gives me a run for my money every time. I tried to do the same. Alright, with that said, I have learned a few things though, thanks to GabbaGhoul. Watching his replays, his things going on, his sneaky things. I'm glad I know how to make the right calls, but he just knows so much more in terms of army building and how this game works. I mean, that's what happens when you've been playing this game for who knows how long. And on tournament brackets, so yeah. But with that said, Cristian ain't no slouch. He's beating me, he's giving people a good run. And man. Yeah, here on Black Ark, this is very interesting. The furnace right here that's sitting next to the lower objective, Objective 3. It's a very strong position, especially for Slaanesh. You got 2 Fiends, 2 Knights. Very good. Zazel doing some whips in there. Into those archers. And boy, I don't know if they're archers or the, what are those? Ugh, forgot what they're called. Lothran Seaguard? Probably those. Seeing as how he's expecting, yeah, they are Lothran Seaguard. Since he's expecting Knights, rightly so. Bunch of Marauders in the front line. He's got he's got some openings for some reason. Maybe to position the Knights through. It's just tickling some of the units that he can with the lash, which makes sense. Weakening them down for the incoming fight. Haven't lost any models though, which is strange. But still, every little bit helps. Cristian's gonna reposition, rightly so. But he's gonna reposition them into a... Technically... Okay, here's what I'm really thinking. So, Ghoul's been making a weakness in Cristian's army, just poking a hole into those units. And as soon as they maneuver, or try to reposition to a different spot, that's when he comes in. He catches them with his pants down. I mean... Yeah, Slaanesh is obviously faster than poor old High Elves. Good catch. Even got the tail end of those units. And he catches them, does it as soon as the units start shooting. So that way he can interrupt them and then start piling on damage. Chaos Knights on the other side. Oof. Those Alarian Reavers caught into those poor Chaos Knights. Those poor Chaos Knights, so innocent. And those Alarian Reavers are going to pay the price. It really should have been, what are those, Dragon Princes? For some reason he chose otherwise. What's going on here? Looks like a Dweller's Blow on those Knights. Unfortunately, should have been more upwards where they were going to go, not where they were at. So he'll do some damage, just not significant amount. Or should have waited until he caught them in engagement. And the slash, man, that whip hurts. Ugh. And yeah, the Knights are just unimpeded. There's nothing he can really do at this point. The Lothran Seaguard, great engaging in the Knights. The problem is they've just been weakened so much, their numbers aren't going to really matter. When one hit is pretty much going to fall over the whole unit, essentially. Man, it's just slaughter at this point. And I love it. I love seeing Chaos do well. You know what I mean? A bit of a fan. Cristian's already down 2,000 value. Remember what I said. I'll say it again, though, in case you don't. 2,000 value, that's very damn near impossible to come back from. Especially when you have expensive units like High Elves. Not so much for Skaven. You could be down 2,000 with Skaven, and that's just, what, 80 rats? Not even. It's just, oh man, it's so brutal. Even a Soul Grinder, too, which is nuts. Soul Grinders to take out those, any other Dragon Princes coming in. Fiends, I love the Fiends. Fiends are insanely good. I brought a game of them with, against Bretonnia, and man, do they do work. You wouldn't expect them to, but the -5 to attack and melee defense really helps out. You'd be surprised. Also, just draining the knights helps out too. And yeah, oh man, it's just strange. Because there's not much High Elves could do with the build like this. I think you'd actually have to lose the dragon. Maybe just go on horse so you can have more units cover the area and then push forward. Because that's what Black Ark really is. It's a map, it's a lane map that you just push forward into. You don't really give Slaanesh a lot of breathing room, and you just hold out until they have to come out. And by doing that, you get between the furnace on the third objective, have the whole wall there, and have one unit. Maybe a unit of spears or two. Maybe eventually get some Dragon Princes to engage the Knights. Or anything else. There's not really too many good answers for the Chaos Knights in the High Elves roster. You'd have to spend direct damage spells to get them, honestly. That's how I dealt with Bretonnia, and I think that's the best way to deal with Slaaneshes. Because the physical defense, the Strider, double charge in the flank, or devastating flanker. Yeah. Even bringing in Forsaken to deal with the spears and everything else. I love a good Forsaken. I know everyone's like, why don't you bring in Demonettes? Well, Forsaken have that armor. And the armor might not mean much to you, but that means something. Especially when you're dealing with a lot of low armored units. Medium to low armor. Even against Rangers, still pretty solid. They're fast too, they got dev flank. Physical resist, they're all good. No real reason to bring Demonettes. Oh, here come Fiends. And just more Reavers. Come on, Cristian. Quit bringing the Reavers, man. Yeah, we talked about this after the game. It's just... it's a tough matchup. But if you... well, it's a tough matchup due to the builds. I think if the build would have been different... would have been a different shot. Because he had Lothran Seaguard sitting on the point right here. They could have been shooting into the third. And they could have intercepted anywhere to go. And yeah, it's just the Chaos Knights. I love the Chaos Knights. They're just such a menace. And although they're almost gone, they did enough of their work to put him at least 5,000 points ahead. Jeez. And the Dragon Prince is dueling with the Soul Grinder. That's the last place you want to be. And with Fiend supporting, yeah, that's the last thing you want. And with that, that is GG's. Cristian knows it as soon as he loses the Lord. That's it. Yeah, I would have dropped the... I don't know what High Elves have for in terms of casting or lores. But direct damage is definitely the way to go, because Slaanesh really does rely on their cav. And even if they don't bring cav, they go heavy metal with the Chosen. It's a good reason to bring it too. But I guess Dweller's Blow could deal with that. And I guess that's what he was expecting. But no, Chaos Knights are just as good, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like, sub, follow me here on YouTube, trying to hit 1,000. Maybe you too can get your replays in. Do that Fridays, 12 p.m. Central Standard. Alright, folks, with that said, you have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.